The moment we've all been waiting for. Streamers are finally getting banned in Call of Duty, and they just released a huge statement regarding the anti-cheat update for Verdansk. So strap in and let's chat. Now, real quick, I do want to apologize if I look like I'm on the absolute top shelf lettuce. North Carolina and the pollen allergy situation is insane, so just bear with me. Now, if you follow any content creators or streamers, you might have seen that they have gotten banned in Warzone. Dang, I feel like a hacker hunter channel now. Well, I guess you could say temporarily banned for 72 hours, but what does this mean? Now, the likes of Lucky, Diablo, Cardi, FaZe Santana, they got packed up. Ricochet has got him for doing a glitch of a camo swap of Pack-a-Punch zombie camos. Now, I gotta be honest, in my opinion, this is very, very different. You can say I'm sticking up for my friends. This is very, very different in my opinion from an actual unlock tool, which we'll talk about. But I gotta be honest, I've never been the one to grind or to have a glitched camo in the game because I don't trust anybody on my account and with my whole livelihood and career except my mama. And I gotta be honest, my mama ain't grinding no Warzone camos. She's a bot. I love you, Mom. But I will say, though, a lot of people have trusted certain people to do this glitched camo. I think it's like a console glitch or something in zombies to get these cool Pack-a-Punch camos in Warzone. Now, a lot of content creators right now are on a short vacation because of this 72-hour ban, and that is, I guess you could say, a slap on the wrist, but I definitely do understand because this has been going on since the beginning of time in Warzone, and now Activision is kind of taking notice. And I definitely understand them not permanently banning them. I feel like if they did that for a camo swap glitch, and it's an actual glitch and not an unlock tool, to my knowledge, would definitely be pretty harsh compared to not actually banning real cheaters, which we'll talk about. But I do want to know what you guys think about all this down below. And obviously, I think people get this confused with an actual unlock tool. I see people, and you can argue this with your mama, an unlock tool is cheating. An unlock tool is actually a full unlock all for everything, and a lot of these unlock tools come with walls and aimbot. And some people think I'm like sticking up for COD or for Activision, like I'm trying to like protect their bundles and like protect their money. I'm not sticking up for that at all. I'm sticking up for it because how do we know if somebody's downloading an unlock tool for camos that they're not toggling on walls or toggling on soft aim when they want to? And I think a lot of people that get permanently banned for an unlock tool like to say that when you never know what might have been going on. Now, I've been saying this forever. Anybody that lets, you guys included, respectfully, that lets anybody on their account that you don't know personally, like you trust them with your life, don't let them on your account. I see people letting random people on Twitter or Reddit or hiring people to camo grind for them on their account, and they've had their Warzone account for years get permanently banned, and they wonder why, but you don't even know these people that are grinding your camos. So just do it yourself, or just don't do it at all if you don't care to grind the camos, because you don't know what is on somebody's PC or what Activision might flag as cheating, even though they've already said that there's been people false banned for cheating, which we're going to talk about in the blog. All right, now let's get straight into the good stuff here, and this is going to be the anti-cheat blog that Call of Duty just posted today. So obviously we have the anti-cheat update for Black Ops 6 and Warzone Season 3 and Verdansk, obviously. With Season 3 around the corner, bringing new content to Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and a little known map called Verdansk to bring back Call of Duty Warzone. For the Ricochet anti-cheat team, it always makes me laugh. Like, I'm not gonna lie, every time I see this, I imagine it's like the Activision headquarters, and then like you go in and it's like a big room of like Ricochet anti-cheat, and then there's just nobody in there and all the lights are off, and they're like, hey, do those guys ever come in? They're like, well, we haven't seen them. But let's get into it. So the progress report obviously is this whole blog's been talking about shutdowns action, Season 3, shadow bans, raid play, teaming, all that jazz. So we go. Shutdowns in action. You may have heard that a few cheat developers and resellers are closing up shop. Since Black Ops 6 launch, our roadmap has been to go on the offensive and disrupt the cheating marketplace. In that time, over 20 cheat makers and a dozen cheat resellers are now out of business due to these efforts, and we're not slowing down. Now, this part might be one of the things I do believe, one of maybe 100 in here, because I have seen a lot of that stuff on Twitter, that a lot of the very popular anti-cheat companies are now shutting down. Mind you, a lot of them will pop up probably again, I wish that COD would go down the route that Fortnite does, and they actually sue people and sue players and blatantly expose their government names and everything for cheating. I think that's how Call of Duty should do it. I don't think they're ever going to, just because we know Call of Duty. But this is always my favorite thing here. Team Ricochet has issued over 228,000 bans since Black Ops 6 was released. We removed 23% of cheaters before they played their first match. These are strong wins for the game. There's always more that we can do. Definitely more they can do. But when they say an actual number on a ban and how many people they've banned, this number, take this with a grain of salt, okay? This is a yap. I thought I could yap. This is word vomit yap, because most of these accounts are just the same accounts that have been cheating, and it's obviously going to get a lot worse with a lot of people coming back to play Verdansk, meaning a lot more people are probably going to try cheating, if we're being honest. So when I see an actual number on a banned account, it always just seems like BS to me, because this is probably multiple accounts on the same people over and over. And with this number, the 23% of cheaters before their first match, I don't even know what to believe anymore, because the amount of times that I've died to a low level account that plays out the whole game and is not even trying to hide it, blatantly like spin botting, like the OG Verdansk days of hacking. Now it's gotten worse and worse and worse. And I feel like before an update, it's always the worst. And lately it's been bad of how many people are blatantly aimbotting and they're dropping 50 kills, 60 kills, and they're ranked like 5 and they aren't getting banned. So I don't know how to take this number, but it is what it is. Now going down here, we see as an additional layer to existing anti-cheat processes, we're launching a brand new system in Season 3. Probably to the AI. For security reasons, we can't give away too many details. However, we will publish another Ricochet progress report in the release window of Season 3, which this does honestly make sense. Even games like Valorant, which I've seen now has cheaters in the highest ranked, which is kind of crazy. And most games that do have a good anti-cheat usually don't talk about how good or how well their whole anti-cheat is actually doing and the progress that they're doing to ban cheaters, because obviously if they do that, then the cheat making companies will know the progress and steps they take to ban them. So it would be kind of counterintuitive. So I do understand this, that they kind of have to be very, very broad, not to like stand up for COD, but it does make sense, because if they do say how they ban people, then people are gonna just kind of get around that, right? Now going on, this is honestly funny. I've seen a lot of people gas this up, and again, let me know about all this in the comments down below, but this doesn't make any sense to me. This is funny though. Reports made by players in-game are important to our anti-cheat effort. Nice. However, we found that many of these reports have been inaccurate in situations where the killing player might have had intel advantage, such as when perks like Recon Scout, or when having an advantage of a spy cam live ping. Over 60% of received cheater reporting in Call of Duty Warzone has been for console and against console players, for example. Let's read this again. Over 60% of received cheater reporting in Call of Duty Warzone have been against console players. What Activision is basically saying is over 60% of the people that are reporting are bots, and they don't know the basics of the game and intel advantage. And I know this for a fact because the amount of times that I see in comments, Joe, what monitor are you looking at? Or how did you know he was there? And all this kind of stuff is insane. I'm like, well, watch a couple coaching guide videos that I got, which those are gonna be coming back soon. But if you guys don't know, this is my gaming monitor right here. And y'all know when I'm gaming how close I'm sitting to my monitor, especially on the small map, how much information my mini map tells me. So when I'm playing and looking at my mini map, obviously some people might just not know and say, what monitor are you looking at? But bro, looking at your mini map, man. Now, obviously the people that are reporting don't know if you're actually looking at your map, because they can't see you play. But when somebody has up a live ping or UAV and all that kind of stuff, and people are still saying, how did you know I was there? It's like, dude, come on now. So that's honestly funny. Now, obviously, console cheating is possible, but our data has consistently shown it represents an extremely low population of detected cheaters when compared to PC. And anybody can honestly tell you that, which is why I switched to console for ranked play last season for like 2 months, and then it got infested with teamers. So I was like, there's no point even playing on console now, because there's cheaters on console now, teaming in ranked play. So, which means that a large volume of cheater reports are inaccurate. I could have told you that, even if the kill cams might have made it seem like the player was cheating, because kill cams are never accurate. They need to fix that too. Now, This also makes me laugh, not gonna lie. To help resolve this, the team is making critical updates to the kill cam to help demystify gunfights and increase the accuracy of player reports. In Season 3, our studios are bringing a big update to the UI of kill cams to better recap the gameplay elements an attacker had at the time of an engagement. Now, if you see here, when you die, it's gonna say unsuppressed weapon live ping. Now, people are praising this. I see content creators like, bro, this is so dope. I'm so excited for this. And I know for a fact they have not been called a cheater in Warzone. Because if you know, when you get called a cheater, I have clips of people reporting me for them thinking I'm cheating before they even watch the kill cam. Before they even get this kill cam screen, they're already reporting it. When I knock somebody, they're instantly saying cheating in prox chats. They haven't even watched the kill cam to say that. On top of that, you think for a second, people, I say all the time how much information your minimap has. That's like the most important thing in Call of Duty. How many people don't even know their minimap exists? How many circle minimaps I still see in clips across the Warzone space? We don't even use a square minimap. How many people don't even use that thing? You think they're gonna read this affected by 10-point font Times New Roman text on their screen? They're already spam reporting cheating before this kill cam screen even pops up. So I see people praising this, but I gotta be honest, this is a band-aid on an insane wound, because this is not gonna help anything, let's be honest. Now, as we keep going through the blog here, we see questions about limited matchmaking and spam reporting and shadow banning and all that kind of stuff. So here we see the LMM lobbies, which is gonna be the limited matchmaking lobbies or shadow ban lobbies, are to provide some background at its purpose, which is, not gonna lie, pretty freaking pointless. The amount of people that are actually normal, non-cheating players that get shadow banned or spam reported, which we'll see later, is insane. So it says here, it's a necessary part of the system as an immediate reaction to the detection of suspicious activity. Now, real quick, I'm just gonna go off on a quick tangent. You guys have heard me talk about this before, and let me know what you guys think. Before this, just in general, I think that putting the weight of a shadow ban or something in the player's hands, I think is insane. But on top of that, I think that they should have a trust score for each account based on if you're reporting people for cheating and they are confirmed to be cheating and banned, I think your account should go higher and higher and higher on a trust score or scale that they have. Meaning that if you report somebody and you are known to only report cheaters and not report people that aren't cheating, your report should go to the top of their queue and that person should get banned much quicker. I think you should honestly get penalized for false reporting people. I think there should be a pop-up on your screen that says, hey, you just got body slammed. As we saw, over 60% of the player base false reports somebody that's not cheating. It says, hey, you have a timeout now where you can't play the game, or pop up on the screen that says, hey, JoeWo, you just got body slammed. That person is not cheating. And when they report somebody, because now they're known to send false reports, they should go on the bottom of that queue. That's how I think it should work. Again, I don't code. I'm not a computer science guy, so I don't know if that's even possible. That's how I think they should do it. And I think that that would truly help this shadow ban lobby BS. As we go on here, being placed in limited matchmaking doesn't signal someone is a confirmed cheater. We know that already, but an alarm was raised that requires examination. Now, there's been people that's been shadow banned 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. So what does this mean that they've now not been cheating because they're back from a shadow ban, then they go back into it? Like, this is what I don't understand, is that after somebody gets shadow banned so many times and proven to not be cheating, I think they gotta have a protection or something on their account that then goes to a certain effect of this can't keep happening, because there's so many people that I know that aren't cheating. You guys say in the comments all the time, Joe, I'm shadow banned again, I'm not cheating. People on console even, it's like, this is getting insane and they gotta fix this. This is just a lot of word vomit, so I think that's a massive issue that I don't see a lot of content creators talking about. Now, again, we do know this too, that players invited to your party also impacts the matchmaking pool you're in. If one person in a party has an account in limited matchmaking, for example, the entire party will be forced to fight in limited matchmaking lobbies. This is intentional, so matchmaking adjustments can be circumvented during the account investigation. Accounts in limited matchmaking make up for 0.15% of the entire population in Black Ops 6 and Call of Duty Warzone. Again, a lot of word vomit that I just think is pointless, not gonna lie. Now we have a ranked play update, which is gonna be very interesting. As we saw, we have ranked play coming in season 3.5 for Verdansk. All this stuff, I don't have a lot of faith in the anti-cheat. I see people gassing it up, being like, "Yay, we're so saved, we're so back." Until I see it for myself in person, in game, this is all just word vomit to me. But encountering a cheater in ranked play is not only a frustrating experience, but it also can affect the results in a loss that costs you important SR, negatively impacting your seasonal rank progress. In Season 3, the team will be introducing a new system to help counter this frustration and reverse the impact of a banned cheater on a ranked play SR system. When a ranked play cheater is banned, anyone recently defeated in ranked play will receive a SR refund for those matches. To start, we will examine the last 2 weeks of matches, but we'll continue to monitor if this timing needs to be adjusted. Players who we detect playing with cheaters may have SR for those wins taken away. In my opinion, if you are partied up with somebody that's cheating, you should be instantly either banned from playing ranked play, banned from your account for weeks, and not a slap on the wrist, no SR. Now, mind you, if it's a random queue, somebody's randomly cheating, random queue, I can understand. You cannot control that. But if you're actively queuing up with somebody you know that's blatantly cheating and blatantly boosting, you should have an effect for you queuing up with a cheater, and you should have consequences for that, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. But I think this is insane. To only punish it for SR is ridiculous. Now, obviously, taking on teaming. Additionally, teaming to grief other squads and to boost account with teaming against the Call of Duty Code of Conduct and Security Enforcement Policy. This isn't a new tactic, but we've seen it happening more often in the recent weeks, especially console-only ranked play. It's insane. Right now, you can either play console-only ranked play and fight 15-mans, 18-mans, 21-man teams that are boosting and cheating, or you can play PC ranked play and play blatant aimbotters. Pick your poison. Today, our team is issuing a ranked play specific ban wave to all accounts we've detected and verified were teaming during Black Ops 6 and Warzone. That's a W. SR and leaderboard placements for those accounts will be wiped. Anyone detected teaming will be restricted from playing ranked play. That's a W. Now, community questions. This is where it gets juicy. Whether it's in-game or a cheat developer creates a hack to submit 10,000 reports, spam reporting does nothing. You've said that spam reporting does not impact a player's status. Is that true? We have seen cases on cases on cases where there is now new cheats, assuming patch now, that a cheater can spam report somebody 10,000 times, which was a very, very popular clip on Twitter. Now, that person got instantly shadow banned the second they spam reported them 10,000 times. Now, was that a coincidence? I don't think so. We've seen people also spam reporting people over and over and over and over. Again, I go back to, if that person's not cheating and the person that's spam reporting, I think that they should be put a pop-up on their screen that says, "You suck, you got slammed," and they get put in timeout like a child because some people's ego cannot handle them dying in a video game. They should not be able to play the game and know the person that they're spam reporting and reporting is not cheating. That's how it should be, because some people's fragile egos cannot handle them getting cooked. Now, again, part of this is because, too, skill-based matchmaking. I'm blaming COD for having a horrible anti-cheat, and I'm also blaming skill-based matchmaking because a lot of people are in a protected bracket of players, because we know how crazy SPMM is, that a lot of bots are playing bots, which nothing wrong with that, that the second they fight anybody better than them, they instantly assume cheating, which is why we see, like they said, over 60% of people are falsely reporting somebody for cheating that weren't cheating. So that is a big, big, big problem that I don't know if they will ever address until they take reporting out of the player's hands. Then I don't think it's going to do anything. But it's insane how crazy it is. Part SPMM, part horrible anti-cheat, is that people actually, the second they fight a good player, they automatically assume cheating because they've been forced into their same skill or close to the same skill bucket of players for so long until they fight somebody actually good, which is crazy. I don't believe this. I still believe that spam reporting does affect people's accounts. Whatever COD says, gotta be honest, I don't believe this. What has been done following any false positives of anti-cheat? Our team is always examining our systems for accuracy. If, over the course of these examinations, we discover an account action was not warranted, it will be rolled back. Meaning, they're basically confirming right now there has been account actions that were not warranted, potentially, which I've said it for a while. There has been false permabans. That's been a thing. Obviously, there's people being permabanned for unlock tools, cheating, and actual cheating, but people have been false permabanned, which I've said for a while. I know people are like, dude, if somebody's permabanned, it's guaranteed. I've said, I don't think so. And here even COD says, which is the first time I think we've ever seen them say this, over the course of these examinations, if they discover an account action was not warranted, it will be rolled back, potentially unpermabanned, which is crazy. How often are the leaderboards purged of cheaters? Never. I'm gonna skip this part. Never. We see still so many cheaters every single day on the board. I don't know if I think honestly it would take a COD freaking intern 5 seconds to purge that page, but I don't know. Again, let me know what you guys think. If you guys made it this far in the video, make sure to subscribe down below, like today's video, and let me know what you guys thoughts on the brand new anti-cheat update. With that being said, I love you guys. I'll see you soon on Verdansk. Love y'all. Peace.